How to get rid of peat waste correctly by duty calls. One of the key components of responsible dog ownership is the management of pet waste. How to get rid of peat waste correctly by duty calls. One of the key components of responsible dog ownership is the management of pet waste. Gathering up the things your pet leaves behind is the first step. Making sure it is disposed of appropriately is the second. One of the most prevalent misconceptions regarding peat waste disposal is the idea that Fido or Fluffy's waste can be easily collected and applied to a garden or flower bed because it acts as a natural fertilizer. Attention dog owners, this is untrue. Pet owners and their pets may be put in danger if they scatter their waste across the garden or collect it in one area. This can seriously degrade the quality of the soil. The use of cow or horse manure as a soil enhancer gave rise to the notion that pet waste makes for an abundant and reasonably priced fertilizer. However, not all waste is created equal, and an animal's diet is the main factor that determines whether its waste is good for the ground it lays on. Generally speaking, waste needs to be mostly composed of broken down plant material in order to be utilized as an efficient fertilizer. Removing dog poop. Since horses and cows are herbivores, their manure is perfect for fertilization. Dogs are carnivores, therefore their waste products are not good for enriching the soil. Another popular method of getting rid of collected waste is to set aside a section of the yard as a compost pile, hoping that the waste will eventually break down. If you have a setup like that, you might observe that your pile hasn't vanished yet. Instead, it keeps expanding. Dog dung can be composted, but it needs to be heated above 165 degrees Fahrenheit for about 5 days in order to properly sterilize the manure. Regrettably, most backyard composting systems don't often get to this temperature, and even if they did, using the waste as fertilizer wouldn't be a good idea. The Environmental Protection Agency states that dog faces, whether composted or not, should never be used on crops raised for use by humans. Peat waste needs to be regularly collected and removed from your property. Waste should be scooped into a trash bag, double wrapped with another bag, and placed in the garbage to be picked up and taken to the landfill, according to duty calls. You should, however, confirm that this disposal technique complies with all applicable local laws and regulations. If you decide to use the bag and garbage method, make sure the waste is properly sealed by double bagging it and tying knots at the top of both bags. The primary purpose of this is to shield garbage collectors from the waste when it is being picked up. For those who prefer to wash their hands clean of the entire cleanup business, local pet waste removal services will gladly handle all of the messy work for you, including removal of accumulated waste heaps. Even though it seems like a straightforward and natural solution, this practice poses a number of health risks to you, your family, and your pet. In addition to being detrimental to the environment, dog faces contains bacteria that cause illness, which humans can contract by direct contact. These bacteria include Giardia, Salmonella, ringworm, and roundworm, all of which are easily spread by contact and are found in dog faces. For instance, one of the most prevalent parasites in dog poop is roundworm, which can live for years in contaminated water and soil. What is the roundworm population size? According to a recent CDC study, 14% of Americans had positive test results for them.